Not paying attention to the road, operating electronic devices, and drinking while driving can lead to serious injuries. If you've been the victim of a bad driver, a trial lawyer may be able to help you recover money to pay your medical bills, reimburse you for lost wages, and compensate you for the pain caused by your injuries. If you, your friends, or family have been injured in a car wreck, contact me, Attorney Dennis Spurling, toll free, 866-529-2444. I'm here to help.
Months ago, that's when I came to, not even 2 months, I think it's 1 month ago, that's when I came to know about it. And after listening and watching a lot of videos, I've come to realize that these men are very innocent. Some are good. They are wonderful people, and all they want is care and love. So why is it so hard for you to do that? And why do you keep making these hateful videos if you don't want them? We want them. They are good people. They are wonderful people. So what is wrong with that? If you cannot cook, if you cannot clean as a woman, actually, how do you take care of your hygiene? How do you clean that wig? How do you clean those nails? I don't understand you ladies. Oh, they are going overseas for women that are more beatable. Honestly, what you're doing to yourself, you're humiliating yourself. You are. There's no way you can insult your fellow women just because we are submissive. Do you even read your Bibles? A woman was meant to be submissive. And leadership, it's for men. Just because you're making money doesn't make you a man. And if you feel like you're a man, please get your girlfriend pregnant and please let us know. From there, we will respect you. But all I can say, please let us be. Let the passport bros be. And for the passport bros, kings, you're wonderful. Please don't settle for less. Please don't stop even making these videos. Stop. Move in silence. Do it. Go where you are accepted. Go where you are loved. Go where you are taken care of. You see, a woman was meant to support a man. There's no way the world is fighting him when he's hustling to give you a good life, and when he comes home you are fighting because of gender equality. You see, there's nothing like that here in Africa. Do you know why our men take good care of us? Because we are
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the broadcast. I hope everybody's having a great morning, noon, night, wherever you are around the world. You are in here with Uncle D, also known as the Blizzard King, Dennis Spurling, to all of the people who are checking my government name. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys seriously about this worldwide war of words that has been taking place for the past several months. Now, here's what I want you guys to understand, and I want you to hear me. Here's the timeline. Kevin Samuels passed away last March. He brought a lot of women to YouTube to hear what men were talking about. Kevin Samuels then passed away. Those women remained patrons, subscribers to the different channels on YouTube. There are layers and layers and layers. One of those layers is the movement amongst Black men that has been going on heavily and discussed heavily on YouTube, called Passport Bros or Blue Book Brothers. There's so many different names for the different titles that Black men give for traveling overseas. It was the thing that we were doing. It was something that I have been doing for years now. In fact, some years back in 2004, 2005, there was an Ebony magazine story about Black men going to Brazil. And it's been a steady drumbeat since then. Again, here on the internet, Black men exchange ideas. This was never meant for women en masse to learn about. This is our corner of social media. And it had been like that for decades. Women discovered it, found out about this term called Passport Bros, and then began to open their big mouths and tell everybody about it as if it was brand new. It's not brand new. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. Black men did not broadcast this to anybody. Black women discovered it in a place that they shouldn't have been in the first place. Just like the stuff we used to talk about in the barbershop, in the pool halls, back behind the old oak tree. Women invaded all these spaces. All these different spaces you all invaded. And now you've jumped in here and you got your feelings hurt. You're mad now. Now you got a lot to say on the internet. A whole lot. Now you telling Black men, oh, y'all need to keep quiet. Y'all don't need to say nothing. Hush your mouths. Move in silence. We weren't moving in silence. We're talking to each other on the internet. We had our own boys clubs, Passport Bro clubs. We were doing our thing. We were communicating. And then y'all jumped in this shit and made it a big effing deal. And then you got the nerve, ladies, to start talking crap about foreign women. Women that don't know you, that you never met, had nothing to do with. Some of you all don't even have passports. Hell, don't even have a man with a passport. And you talking stuff about women overseas. And guess what? As to be expected, those women start talking back. You call them all sorts of horrible names. And they responded. You don't think they know about you? They know more about you, ladies, and I'm talking about Black American women, than you know about them. Because they bother to observe your culture. Hell, how can they help it? It's all in Hollywood, it's on TV, it's in the music. They may not agree with it, but they don't say anything about it. Nevertheless, you open up that door. Now, before I get started good, I want to have a conversation with the decent Black American women, the women with class and dignity and pride. Those are the sisters that we hope that we can have more of. Let me tell y'all something, and I want y'all to listen to me right now. these hoes on the internet talking shit on TikTok and Facebook about these foreign women. The foreign press has already made contact with the U.S. State Department. How do I know? Because this has already been on foreign press in Thailand, which means that everybody who should know about it is going to know about it. Now, what I want you all to understand is at some point, this is going to become mainstream international news, reporting about how American women, specifically Black American women, are talking bad and disrespecting women outside of the USA. It's going to happen. And they're going to point that finger directly at you. Now, I know you think that white women are going to stand behind you. In fact, I think it was probably white women who were participating with this early on. But you see how quiet those white women got? They're going to let you stand out front and fight, Black woman. They're going to let you be the ones holding the bag saying women from overseas are uneducated, when in actuality they speak 2 or 3 different languages. They're going to be the ones letting you regurgitate that Western white supremacist rhetoric and racism and stereotypes. And it's ironic because Black women are typically the first ones to point out racism and sexism and how women are belittled. And you got the nerve to call women from other races, women of color from other races, uneducated, broke, just because they don't speak the same colonizers' language that you do? Just because they appreciate Black men? And you wonder why a lot of Black men don't want to deal with you. You wonder why they're getting their passports and they're leaving. Now, to the Black community, these are the consequences of letting a bunch of bad, loudmouth, foolish women speak freely for decades. And the consequences are that decent, hardworking, respectful Black American women will be lumped in with that filth and have to suffer the consequences. Those ladies overseas, those foreign women, they can't tell one weave from another. They're going to lump all the Black women in the same basket. Whether you in the military, whether you there on vacation with your girlfriends, whether you there with your husband, whether you there on business, they're not going to ask to stop. They're not going to stop and ask you what kind of Black woman you are. This is what happened when we let the ratchets and the mentally unhealed remain as the loudest voices in our community, speaking on our behalf. The thing is, I kind of blame Black men for this. Why? Because we know they're like children. And we as Black men have been too goddamn nice. We've allowed one-way aggression for so long that these lovely ladies here in the United States believe it's the norm. We as Black men have never taught Black women the consequences of disrespect. And now they are like spoiled brats acting up and getting spanked by outsiders. And because of their disrespect and their rebelliousness. And we can't protect them from all these people. You can't make it make any more sense than that. You can't. If you give them shelter, if you try to provide cover for them, then you're going to end up catching that fate. If you try to step in between them and these women, those other women's men are going to step in. And you're going to be getting treated just like they are when you get off those planes. Whether you in the military, whether you there on business, whether you there on vacation. My suggestion to you black men is step back and let the Lord work, because it's humbling time for black American women who have never been humbled before. And let me tell you something else. As I spoke earlier, we are on the cusp of an international incident. And you black American women, as big and bad as you are, you do not want to catch hands from the federal government. And the cold thing about it, these rotten women, these no good ones, don't care if decent black women and girls get hurt. A lot of time, decent black American women, you wouldn't cooperate with your good black men. And part of the reason you didn't is because you know these bad women amongst you are watching you, and they would threaten you about being too feminine, about being too cooperative. You know that. Shout out to Mr. Shepherd. Look at how these aggressive bad women attack the good black women. They call them pick-me's. They call them slaves and all these horrible names for being good, upstanding women. That's what happens to the ones that actually stand up. But at this particular time, black American women, the good ones, it's time for you to stand up and begin to shut these no good women down. Because all it's going to take is for one of these countries to file a formal diplomatic protest. And the federal government is going to begin to put heat on these social media companies and start cracking down and deleting social media accounts, starting with their devices and taking other measures. And it's going to make their life really uncomfortable, especially if they get put on something like the no-fly list. As men, we understand. Unfortunately, these black American women, they don't have that level of understanding because they haven't had to deal with consequences. Everything they're doing is being done in public. And so it's easily to see that there's going to be a record of that, a public record. These women from the Philippines and Thailand, they don't want to fight with black American women. They would much rather get along. And if they can't get along, they'd rather just be left alone. They have their own lives to live 8,000 miles away. They don't want to be bothered with you. They don't know you. They don't want to be like you. They don't want to live here in the United States. They might want to visit, just like sometimes we want to visit other places. They don't want to be bothered with you. And all black American women have to do is just shut the fuck up and leave these women alone. And this whole worldwide war of words will end immediately. And I want to re-emphasize this. Dominican women, Filipino women, Thai women, African women, Vietnamese women, Colombian women, Brazilian women, they never attacked black American women. The drama started when the loudmouth ratchets amongst the black American women felt insecure seeing how well presented these women were and how modest they were and how lovely they were. And more importantly, they learned that black men were traveling to these foreign countries to be with them. Then they wanted to fight. The thing is, you got to understand who you're dealing with. These people are from long-standing cultures that are thousands of years old. They don't want to fight, but they will fight you. And they will fight you forever. And they love their countries and they love their cultures. And they all will have each other's backs. And all they're doing at this point is they're defending themselves against the verbal and disrespectful attacks laid upon them by black American women. And not all black American women. Just the ratchets that we have allowed to speak on our behalf for decades, the low class among us. And all you have to do is shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up and this will go away. But they're not going to do that. Their egos will not allow them to shut the fuck up. And like always, the good women are just going to sit by and watch these women pick a fight that you can't win. See, I want you Black American women to hear something. See, you good women sit by, good Black American women sit by and let them ratchets advance and gain ground, and then you reap the benefit of that. Now, what do I mean by gain ground? The ratchet women go out there and practice all sort of whorish behavior. And even though you may not go to the extent that they will, it allows you just to creep a little bit closer. Your husband said be home at 10, you don't come home to 12. But you're still a good girl because the ratchets are out to 5 in the morning, so you look good. They help gain ground for you. So I'm holding y'all responsible for this too. But what's going to end up happening? See, your hubris lady is going to smack you in the face Will Smith style. They got clips and videos of women in Thailand talking bad about Black American women. Black American women are going viral for all the wrong reasons. The problem is, in order for them to shut the fuck up, all Black men would have to do is burn all our passports, make ordering passports for Black men illegal, go on all social media and tell all the foreign women we agree with everything Black American women say about them. Finally, we have to publicly castrate ourselves, both literally and metaphorically. And then they might be quiet. Aside from that, this war of worlds is going to continue. And it's going to escalate to the point that all Black American women are going to suffer the consequences when they go to those other countries. And even so, when they are in this country and dealing with those women from those other countries. Because amongst Black American women, and I'm talking about the good ones and the bad ones, you have decided collectively that your highest purpose in life is to fight and destroy anything that appreciates, celebrates, and finds worthy the Black man. Nevertheless, and as expected, all of this is now the Black man's fault. Didn't we see that coming? That is not a surprise. Now that Black women are getting drugged across the internet for talking shit about foreign women, calling them uneducated, dirt foot, third world dog eaters, and now they lighten your asses up. Now it's the Black man's fault. See, you women created this whole mess, and it continues. Because you thrive off the drama. You thought it was funny. You thought it was cute. You didn't think it was going to be any consequences. Black men don't even want to deal with this type of drama and aggression and beef from these angry women. But they still won't stop. They continue to attack us and every race of woman that might be attracted to us. And here's their playbook. They start a mess, right? They start a mess and then nobody wants to deal with it. And when they realize there's more than they can handle, here comes the victim narrative. We're the least protected. We've heard that before. That's like rousing a snake and then complaining when it attacks you. Somebody said, Tony, yeah, that's really me, Tony. Thank you so much for the super chat. The cash app. And my thing is this, ladies. You ladies have proven to us that you sold us out. You sold us out for what the white man was offering you. His welfare checks, his Section 8. You put the Black man out. Now you got a whole movement online where y'all talking about deleting unborn Black baby boys. You clearly belong to the white man. So why would we as Black men risk our lives fighting for master's property? Why would we do that? Especially when you've been telling the whole world you strong, independent, and don't need a man. And let me clarify something real quick because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. If I don't do nothing else, I'm not an advocate for Black people. Let me say that again. I am not an advocate for black people. I am an advocate for black men and black boys. And some of you black American women still don't get that. You don't understand that. And the truth is, and the reason why you don't want to understand that is because you never expected professional black men like myself, the black men who you said are educated lames, even though I ain't nowhere near lame. Shit. Matter of fact, I got more swag than most of you hood ninjas all day, every day. Nevertheless, that's what y'all think. You never thought educated black men like myself would reject you for your behavior, for disrespecting us publicly and treating us like trash for the past 55 years. Shout out to my man, Tony. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, it's really me. Thank you so much for the cash out. But you forced our hand. What kind of man would I be if I let some people just sit up and talk shit about me because they look like my mama? Who you think you dealing with? Who you think I am? Who do you think these other brothers are? We're not our ancestors. We bought that motherfucking life. We'll fuck you up. You've been embarrassing black men. You rejected black men. Your ratchet behavior is embarrassing. Not only are we now rejecting that, but we also refusing to fund that. Passports up. Now that said, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk to you lovely ladies. I'm talking to all of my black American women right now, the good ones and the ratchet ones. The good women who we all wish we had, and the scum among you. I'm warning you. I'm telling you now, I am warning you. Me calling out this hypocrisy and this behavior is really low key me trying to save you. Some of the brothers wish I wouldn't even intervene. Some of them want me to just let y'all walk off that cliff. But I love you, and so I'm warning you. Shut the fuck up. Leave these people alone. Stop talking shit on the internet. You can't control what these grown men are doing. It's none of your goddamn business. There's plenty of men here for you to have if you really wanted one, but the truth is y'all didn't want to get married. So leave these men alone. Shout out to T. Sam. And leave these women alone. You black American women have been openly disrespecting foreign women, referring to them as uneducated and broke. What's going to end up happening is black women who travel overseas, you're going to begin to suffer the chastisement and harassment from these same women. And you saying foreign women, and we talking about Thai women, but our African sisters are seeing the same thing. That lady you saw earlier, what did she say? Leave us alone. Leave the passport bros alone. That's a sister from Kenya, the motherland. Brazilian women are looking at y'all sideways. Y'all calling them ugly. I interviewed many of them. These are the obvious consequences of disrespect. Many black men are still heartbroken that you all are bragging about aborting black baby boys and celebrating black men dying at the hands of police. We heartbroken behind that. Unfortunately, you ladies are unremorseful. You used to causing a scene. You do that to get your way. Now I believe you're realizing just how bad things are going to get for you. I know by looking at my comment section. There was a woman there talking about, I travel overseas and I don't appreciate you saying this. Bitch, I'm just telling you what the fuck is going to happen. You travel overseas after these black American women have been talking shit about foreign women from Thailand and Vietnam and the Philippines and Africa and South America and Central America. You think you're going to get a warm welcome? No. See, black American women are used to being able to threaten to get their cousins and their brothers and arguing with men all up in their face. Ain't no thugs for you to get overseas. They got their own thugs. You can't get nobody on nobody when you in somebody else's country. Shout out to him downstairs. He's on his way to Manila. 2 days. That's what's up. I've been spending all week talking to women from other overseas on their podcast, telling them how gracious and appreciative black American men are, and we appreciate them. I'm going to be the ambassador of hope for my brothers. Because when I get off the plane, I wanted to be treated like Caesar, come home to Rome. I want to be greeted with open arms. So I'm speaking peace and love. You understand me? So they know it ain't us. It's not the brothers. It ain't us. We ain't got nothing to do with that. They strong, independent, and don't need a man. They by themselves. So is. Y'all see me on TV. Y'all see me on these podcasts. I'm speaking peace and love. You understand me? Y'all talking shit. They know the difference. If they don't know the difference before, they know the difference now. And let me tell y'all something else that you ain't thought about. Shout out to my man Andre Love. Tim Sam, thank you so much. Let me tell y'all something that y'all ain't thought of. Y'all listening close? Hit the button. I want to make sure you listening. You hear me? Huh? Listen close. In the United States of America, there was recently passed something called an anti-Asian hate bill. Y'all remember that? Huh? It was signed into law by your president, who the fuck I didn't vote for, that covers online harassment of Asian people. Are you starting to see the picture? Shout out to T. Sam. Shout out to my girl Joan J. too. Now, some of you simps and broads out here making anti-Thailand, anti-Philippine videos because you mad at the passport bros. Keep fucking around and find out. The FBI don't be at your motherfucking house. The irony is that you lovely ladies, black American women, y'all voted for Biden. Now you might end up being the prime target of his anti-Asian hate bill. See, y'all got on code and tuned in when your granddaddy, also known as smoking Joe Biden, y'all jumped right behind him when he said that voting for that pointless bill that was created to undermine black Americans. You black liberal Democrat women push to support instead of supporting your own foundational black American brothers and sisters and having us federally protected. We ain't got a goddamn federal protection bill, and we've been here 404 years. The Asian population is like less than 5%, 2%, I think. But y'all jump behind that, all you liberal Democrats. Black men getting executed by the police, and the Democrats couldn't think of nothing but an anti-Asian hate bill. Y'all supported it, though. Y'all voted for him. Oh, well. They're going to make an example out of one of y'all using that goddamn bill. They're going to make sure, they're going to see how strong the teeth are and where they cut right. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show. You same simps and broads that told us not to vote for Donald Trump. You vote for Biden. Y'all asses is going to be under the penitentiary talking shit about these Asian folks. Go on, keep getting your nails done in them Asian nail shops too, while you're talking shit. Going to their restaurants. They're going to be spitting in your goddamn food. Y'all going to mess around and get off the plane in Thailand and get harassed and attacked. What do you think was going to happen when you attacked women who have their own country, their own economy, their own military, their own nationality, their own culture, their own TV, news media? What do you think was going to happen? You thought they was just going to go away, let you keep talking like black men do? Talk about you behind your back like white women do? That's what you thought? You thought you was going to out loud talk a country of 140 million people? My man Slim Shady, FBA women don't understand that there's no government zaddy to save them when they travel abroad after having disparaged those sweet, fit, friendly, beautiful, inspirational foreign women. Yeah. Because those men over there are going to be like, yeah, that's one of them black broads right there that was talking about our women, our mothers and our sisters for no reason. Because they men wanted to come over here. Y'all going to fuck around and catch hands. Modern women in America have lost their emotional restraint and their moral compass. But you're about to learn the hard way. You want equal rights? You want to act like men? You're going to deal with the equal hardships and the consequences. Some of you bitter, toxic sisters, you're going to be catching flying knees and elbow strikes overseas in Bangkok, fighting one of them female Thai warriors or something. Y'all keep on talking and this is going to end bad. So you've always had that mouth, ladies, and I'm talking to black American women. You've always had that mouth, and you really have never had anybody who wanted to confront you on it. You can never out-talk a black woman, never. So honestly, to see this happen, to see them roasting you from the rooter to the tutor, they talking about everything on you. Everything. You need to be humbled, and that's what's happening. The same stuff black men were trying to politely not tell you because we loved you and we appreciated you and all that stuff. These other women don't have no mercy for you. They're going to talk about every aspect of your humanity. And it's not going to feel good. And unfortunately, your daughters are going to have to live down this reputation. And all you got to do to end it, ladies, is just shut the fuck up and let it go. But you won't. Because your egos won't allow you to do it. But nevertheless, now you're getting a dose of your medicine because these Asian women are not going to quit. Despite what you think about them, you think they demure and sweet. Shit. Asian women will slice your throat quietly. That's where all of the great warriors have come from. Genghis Khan, Sun Tzu. That's where all our martial arts were developed. At least the ones that we use today. All the killing sports, all the best weapons. Did you know that gunpowder originated in Asia? Think about that. And you picking a fight with them, they never forget. They have a history that's thousands of years old and they can run it straight back. They will never forget a disrespect or slight to their culture. Shout out to T. Sam. They need to learn how to shut up. Did you show the right? Yeah. Robert Platter, 48% of our lovely ladies got, herpes simplex 2, and the largest demographic of new HIV cases in women is 57 a court. Damn, man. You see what I'm saying? This is too much ammunition. Lorenzo said, Maylene will stomp the mud hole in Keisha. Yeah, man. Leave them people alone. Reality checks. Great work, brother. And I'm telling, and see, this is the thing. They take what I'm saying to them right now as hate because I'm trying to save your damn life. Telling you to shut the fuck. Really, I'm trying to save what social status you have. Imagine all of these women around the world teaming up on you and tag teaming you every day. Every time you turn on the internet, you got some woman dragging black American women country to country to country. You're not ready for that. Your daughters are not ready for that. I don't want to see that happen to Black American women. But see, they look at me like I'm the bad guy. And truly, I am the bad guy. But the only reason I'm the bad guy is because I'm telling you what you don't want to hear. See, you love people like T.D. Jakes and Dr. Umar Johnson because they make you motherfuckers feel good. And they say, you a queen, sister. You a queen. And I love you. As your ass is walking over a cliff. Somebody said, this is God doing his work. Yeah, this is God. This is the universe. But there's still got to be somebody who tell them. And I'm just trying to tell them, this is not going to end well for you, ladies. And I'm telling you from a place of love, even though I know you hate me with all your being, and I want you to hate me. I want you to hate me enough to listen to me. And I'm telling you, I don't want you ladies to suffer these consequences, but you're going to have to be quiet. You're going to have to leave these people alone. These people weren't bothering you. You see, you're getting a taste of what's coming. You don't want all of it. The entire world is going to turn against you and make you a social pariah. You're going to be chastised and ostracized everywhere you go. And unfortunately, Black American women, you started this fight, but these foreign women are going to finish it. It's too many of them. If you hadn't started this fight, it wouldn't be an issue. You decided to walk outside of the covering of your natural protector, the Black man. And now you've become the most hunted and the most hated demographic in the world. My brothers are saying it's biblical. The Lord knows how to humble you. You thought you could do it and get away with anything you wanted to. Unfortunately, now the world sees you for who you are. Shout out to DJ Jarvis. He said a Thai lady checked a Black woman in the Thai mall already. I already heard about that. She was trying to haggle the Thai lady. He said, I thought we were poor, but you're trying to haggle me. Yeah, I got that already. I thought I was going to talk about that. It's already begun. And they are not discriminating between the good Black women who are decent and upright and loving and caring and good mothers and these ratchets. They're not distinguishing between the two. And I'm just trying to tell you, being a Black man, I grew up being a target. I know what it's like to be hunted. I know what it's like. I grew up like that. We were all taught, you're not going to live past 26. The police looking for you. Other Black people looking for you. The whole world got something bad to say about you. You Black ladies are not ready for that. You are not ready for that. It causes all sorts of trauma. There's plenty of Black men right here who can verify what I'm saying. Y'all are not ready for what Black men have had to deal with. We are trying to save you. As much as you motherfuckers don't like me, I am your best bet right now because I'm the only one being honest with you right now. And you can hate me all you want, but I would prefer that you listen to me because I want you to live. And I don't want you to feel as though the whole world hates you just like Black men have been feeling. That's how we feel. You getting a little taste of what it's like to be a Black man. Every time you turn on social media, motherfuckers is talking shit about you. All the way down to the core of your being. This is how it feels to be a Black man. And we've been dealing with our whole lives. And we didn't even do shit. Most of these Black men don't have kids. They didn't get you pregnant and knock you up. And yet you calling all of us deadbeat dads. We ain't never stole nothing or robbed nothing from nobody. But we thugs and criminals on the mass media. Now, ladies, you're being examined. Shout out to Cerebral Inquirer. They might catch hands, feet, elbow. Yeah, man. And Akin, thank you so much. And Brittany Griner, you see what happened to Brittany Griner? Wasn't no love lost. T. Sam, he says, BW been the enemy the entire time. Somebody say Jacob trouble. Yeah, man. Black women have never been examined. Black men didn't do it. We too nice, too goddamn nice, fellas. And this is partly our fault. We was too goddamn nice. We should have checked them a long time ago to save them. But y'all equated being overly tolerant with being a good man. That's that Queen Mother Goddess simp chip. Sister Shahrazad Ali said it best. The black woman has never been examined by society. Now you're being examined by the entire world. They're analyzing your modern black feminist movement, which is being led by strippers and hoes. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla. These are all your role models. Shout out to Robert Platinum. He said a lot don't like men. I saw a clip today. The mother said that she can't love her son because she hates his father. Yeah. And the sad part is the courts overwhelmingly give the kids to these mothers. Yeah, that's why black men are leaving. It's not just because we want sex. We want better mothers for our sons and daughters. That's the other thing. But I want you ladies to hear me, and I want you brothers to hear me, because this is the most important point that I'm making today. And I want y'all to hear me closely. Listen to me. I need you brothers to deactivate those Queen Mother Goddess simp chips. Because see, this type of bullshit right here, this is exactly how black men get deleted. Stay out of this self-inflicted slaughter that these women are going to have to deal with. Lest this be a fight between bitches. Don't jump your ass in there. I've seen a few of you simps jump your ass in there. You got something to say about these foreign women who wasn't bothering nobody. That's the quickest way to get those men in those other nations involved. You talking about their women who wasn't bothering you. Next thing you know, we in the midst of a motherfucking race war. That's how quickly this shit can escalate. Wars are fought behind women. And we got some loudmouth women and we know they wrong, and it's our goddamn fault for not G-checking their ass a whole long time ago. Let them take that ass whooping from these other women. It's a woman-on-woman fight. Let them deal with it. They'll work that shit out. Don't give these women any protection from other women. Let them work that shit out. Let them go ahead and go back in their place. You interfere when the Lord is working, and you will suffer the chastisement of the Most High. Step back. I don't care how much they talk bad about them. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You are men. Act like men. Stay in a man's place. You can't tell them to shut the fuck up. You don't have to. You can't control them. It's not your problem. These women are out of control. We know that. Everybody knows that. You want a fucking race war? Get your ass on the internet and be talking shit about these women. Next time you brothers go on leave in Thailand or the Philippines, you might fuck around and get your ass whooped. Because they say these black men are over here talking about our women. Same thing could happen in Brazil. Same thing could happen in Colombia. Stay your asses out of that. That's a bitch fight. Let the bitches fight. You hear me? Shout out to Samson Keller. Y'all not hear me though. Hit the #1 button. I want to make sure you hard-headed motherfuckers heard me, because some of y'all think y'all know better. Y'all don't believe all y'all. Dennis don't know what he talking about. He just a lawyer. Motherfucker, I understand. Ass is getting whooped. I can see clearly what can happen. I know what happens in history. It's been wars fought behind this level of disrespect. Let these women work that shit out. A woman versus woman fight, that sounds proper. That's equality. Especially when these foreign women were being attacked first. They are responding to these slights and disrespect with facts and reason to set the record straight. They are responding against these arrogant, elitist, racist Western women of all colors. And in my opinion, these Western women deserve all the smoke they can get. Most women I've noticed around the world, whether it be South America, Central America, Africa, my experience has been they generally want peaceful lives. They want to have fun. They want to enjoy their families. They want to enjoy their children. They want to experience the joys of marriage and family life. They don't want to fight. And they don't deserve to be insulted for simply being who they are. And they have the right to speak up for themselves and set the record straight. And the truth is, man, Black women have had this coming for a long time. Nobody has ever taken these sisters down off their high horse that the white man set them up on. Her mouth has kept her up on top of the heap in America. But she's falling fast because men of color have awakened and realized it's not worth it. Shout out to my man DMC. We took all that abuse throughout our whole lives. And I'm talking about Black men. And when they should have been on our side, when the world was against us, they weren't. But now they screaming and hollering. It's our fault. We don't get protected. Now they want protection. Now they want protection because they become the laughing stock of the whole worldwide female community. They talking about your weave. They talking about how your abortions are. They talking about your feminine hygiene. They talking about how you don't take care of your kids, how your men are leaving you and going overseas. They even talking about how all these women around the world look forward to having a good man like the ones you've been looking over, that you've been taking for granted. It's not our job to save them, brothers. Let them flounder in the wind. They need to be humbled. That's how the Lord works. Praise God. But again, you Black American women, I want you to hear me. Like I said before, and I've said it a couple of times, I know you don't like me. I intend for you not to like me. As long as you fucking watching. You understand me? As long as you watching and listening, that's all I need you to do. I'm trying to save your funky asses. You in the military, you a Black American woman, you can't even leave the goddamn base because they said, look, we can't have no Black American women leaving the base. So your ass is stuck on the base. Or you might catch your ass whooping. You trying to go overseas and do business and you can't get off the plane because you might catch your ass whooping, or they don't want to do business with you because you're a Black American woman, or they charge you more money when you go to the little nail shops from now on because you've been talking about their people overseas. Or they don't feel sorry for you the next time one of Black American women get killed or hurt by the police because they like, well, shit, they was as racist towards us as they say the white man is towards them. They were marching for us in 2020. It was Black Lives Matter in Thailand, in the Philippines, in Africa, and Brazil. And you got the nerve to sit up and talk bad about these women and say they're uneducated and dirt foot. And how dare you disrespect these other people on earth who are themselves victims of white supremacy racism? Have you not read your Neely Fuller? Huh? Have you not read Dr. Francis Cress Welsing? Have you not heard none of that shit, you ignorant motherfuckers? Why would you disrespect other people of color around the world? Shout out to Robert Platinum. Women especially. You say they're so impoverished and they're so disrespected and unappreciated, and yet you want to get on the internet and call them all these horrible names. Who the fuck are you? Sounds like a hypocrite to me. Sounds like a horrible person, a horrible representation of what womanhood should be. You can't even stick with your own women. Your own sisters, right? You're supposed to be a feminist, yeah, woman power. The future is woman. And you talking about women overseas who are deprived? Are you talking bad about them on the strength that some dudes might be going over there to be with them and wife up a couple of them? The sisterhood don't sound that strong to me. Shout out to Matt Newland. Shout out to Dusty Nuts. I'm just saying, y'all don't have to like me. I'm not your friend, and I'm not your advocate. And truth be told, I'm still one of the biggest simps there is. Because despite this ass whooping that you deserve, I still don't want to see you black women take it. I still would like to see you intact. There was an incident tonight. Black woman fell over and shit. And my impulse was to run over there and try to help her pick her up off the fucking ground. Me, the one who says I'm ready to step over the dead bodies. And the truth is, just like the rest of you black men, I'm soft too. I'm a simp too. I want you black American women to listen to me. These simps, these Negroes on the internet that's co-signing with you and telling you to go girl are not your fucking friends. They are your stone cold enemies. They are your enablers. They are your dope dealers who are feeding you heroin every day. They are not your friends. Umar Johnson is not your fucking friend. He is your enabler. Derek Jackson is not your fucking friend. He is your enabler. He tells you what you want to hear so that you will keep paying him and keep him in your good graces. All these other preachers are not your fucking friends. You may not like what I say, but goddamn it, tell me I'm not telling you the truth. Tell me I'm not trying to keep your ass alive. Tell me I'm not trying to make you so fucking ashamed of being a black woman that you begin to delete yourselves. Because now you got every woman in the world talking bad about you. And they're men too. Every time you walk out the house, every time you turn on the TV, they talking bad about you. Y'all not built for this. That's what the black man has had to endure. That's what the black man has had to suffer through for the past 404 years. Every negative stereotype associated with life here in the United States, black man is either the head of it or being put to the front so he can be the face of it. Whether it's sexual deviancy, crime. Hell, it ain't even that goddamn many of us in this country. White people commit more crimes than anybody else. We both the thugs and we the face of LGBT. Ain't that something? Think about that. We occupy everything bad is the black man. You ladies aren't ready for that. You ladies are not ready for that. And I'm telling you, just fall back. Just fall back. I know you don't like me. I know it's going to be some fucked up comments. He hates black women. I know. I already know. But I'm telling you, if I didn't like you motherfuckers, I wouldn't talk to you. I wouldn't mention you. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd take my money and move to an island somewhere and not give a fuck, which I had done. And the truth is, I have to talk to you because these black men are still simps and they will go down with you. I damn near think a lot of you black American women want a race war. Why? Because you despise us. You see us as beta males and you want to see us go out there and pick a fight and get slaughtered. That's what you really want. We see what happens to beta males in the wild. And you see black men as beta males. You attack, women attack the beta males. The females attack the beta. They can't stand them. So it's almost like you want us to go out. You want to pick a fight. That's why when we go to these rallies, you go to these Black Lives Matter rallies, it's always bitches out there standing in front of the motherfucking police provoking them. It's almost like you got a death wish for us because you can't stand the social status that you in, because you want that white woman's social status and you willing to throw us in front of those guns and get us all killed trying to get you that white woman social status, winning a race war for you. So you willing to provoke one. That's something I would talk about in a year or two, not right now. But as it is right now, just leave these people alone, man. Leave these folks alone. Stop making them TikTok videos. Stop making them YouTube videos. You bitches need to shut the fuck up. And y'all don't like when I'm talking to you like that? Well, you know what? This is the only thing you understand. Pain, disrespect, and dishonor. That's the only thing that registers. If I talk to you all decent, hey, you know, blah, blah, come on, cut it out. So you wouldn't even fucking listen. Shout out to KB. Your message is hard to chew, but I guarantee nurture the entire body. Good work. Matt Newland, thank you so much. Devin Brooks, shout out to my man Devin Brooks. It hurts like hell, but if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. I'll fall back, no battery in my backs, in our back. Just shut the fuck up, ladies. Just shut up. You can't win this fight. You're going to take this L. You pick the fight. They lit your ass up. All that's going to happen is it's going to get worse. It's going to be impossible for you to do business. You're going to have to deal with their family and friends over here. You're going to get ostracized. You're going to give them a reason not to like you. You think the white man is bad? Asians will light your ass up on a whole nother level. And it's 3 billion of them. You understand? You can't go nowhere in the world that it ain't no Asians. They're in charge of your food. They imagine if they just stopped doing business with black folks altogether, just shut you out. You wouldn't have food, you wouldn't have clothes, you wouldn't have shit. So just shut up. You fucked up. You picked a fight with the wrong ones. You didn't know it was gonna go back on you like that. It came back and hit you square in the fucking mouth. Okay, take an L. Don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't keep. Have y'all ever heard that before? Shout out to Charlton McMillan. As far as you black men, as I said before, don't fall into this fight. It's not your fight. Let these women do what women do. They're going to talk. But if you get in it, it's going to escalate. Something terrible. So just fall back. Anytime you see these dudes online talking shit, tell them to shut the fuck up. Tell you to shut your bitch ass up. Anytime you see a black man addressing one of these foreign women in a negative way, you put his ass in check. Say, this is a fight between women. Mind your fucking business. Let these women fight this out. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Let these women fight it out. It's not your job to come save a woman from another woman. What kind of punk ass bitch can't handle another woman, especially in the fight she picked? I can't stand a punk bitch. That's on everything. You talk that shit, you back it up. If it's just another one, you back that shit up or shut your fucking mouth. I feel the same way about punk ass bitches as I do about punk ass dudes. You talking shit to some other dude and you get knocked the fuck out, that's on you. Same thing with a woman. You woman enough to spit that shit, you woman enough to back it up. And the last thing we gonna do is come save a bunch of strong, independent, I don't need a man. Shit, let them handle that. But you men stay out of it. It got nothing to do with you. That's woman business. Stay out of that. In the meantime, what you can do, fellas, go about your business, live your life. Be kind. Be generous. When you go overseas, be respectful. Help change some of these stereotypes. Make sure you distinguish yourself from the rest of these arrogant ass Americans. Be who you need to be when you over there. Be respectful. Learn the language. Eat the food. Be kind to the women. Embrace the culture. Be good ambassadors. Make friends. Treat your friends well. You understand? Be good men. Be the men that you know you were born to be. Be those new men that you plan to be. Be the reason that you left. That's what I want you to be. I say this with all love and respect to all my people, to the good black women, to you ratchet ass, raggedy ass broads. I grew up with women like y'all. I love y'all too. And that's how I know how to talk to you. Some of y'all think this is funny. It's not funny. Anytime you got your own African sisters weighing in on this shit from way overseas, it's not funny. I don't take any pleasure in this. Some of y'all say I'm an agent of chaos. Motherfucker, I might be the only one saving your ass. I might be the one helping change some reputations. I might be the one saying, hey, well, you know, they got strong men over there talking these women, putting these women in their place. Hold up off of them for a minute. People listen to me because of my status. And they appreciate me because of my seriousness and because of the tone that I take. I'm not playing with y'all. Yeah, I can be funny, but this is not a laughing matter. We are on the cusp of an international incident where something really bad can happen. And the rhetoric needs to be toned down. And since it's coming from over here, it's incumbent upon me to tell you brothers, to tell each one of these ladies, hey, shut the fuck up. You don't need to have an opinion on everything. And if you got an opinion, keep it to yourself. But fellas, you guys continue to be good ambassadors. All right? I'm not going to belittle this point. I'm not going to talk any more about it today. I think y'all get the point. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. We're going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Those of you black women who are listening to me, if you're a good black woman, this don't fucking apply to you. I'm talking to these hoes out here taking advantage and talking shit. This doesn't apply to you. Don't step in this motherfucking war zone, because I'll fuck you up too. Your state, y'all had 50 years of sitting by watching these horrible, ridiculous ass women talk shit about black men. And you did nothing. You sat there, you kikied, and you laughed. I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm leaving y'all alone. I'm giving you a pass. I get it. Women don't like to attack other women in public. I fucking get it. Don't jump in this motherfucker trying to defend these women for this horrible behavior. We will fuck you up too. Okay? Don't jump in this shit, because by not saying anything about it, you tacitly agree to their activities. So stay out of this shit. This is necessary. This is a culling that's happening right now. So mind, turn the other way, go back to your husbands and your children, sit your asses down and shut the fuck up, and let these strong men that you've been asking for deal with these rotten, savage ass hoes that's out here messing up your reputation. Because see, some of us have daughters. Some of us have wives that are black. Some of us have sisters and mothers that are black. And we don't want to get them caught up into this whole shit. And we don't want their reputation to be shit on. We don't want them to have to go in public and be looked upon like they're some fighting in the motherfucking airport hose. Scrapping in the Walmart hose. Shit talking loud ass, disrespectful. We don't want our daughters to get caught up with that. So let us men deal with these hoes. Since y'all was unable to do it, here we are. We're going to deal with it. You have 55 years. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You sat back, you let them do what they wanted to do, and now it's our turn. They should have listened to you, but they didn't. And now they what? Now they about to get it from the men. All right, you guys, I appreciate y'all, man. Hit the number one button if you can hear me. Hit the number one button if you appreciate what I'm doing. Look, I need like 40 people to subscribe to the channel. If you hadn't already, that'll take me up to 57,000. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I appreciate y'all doing that. I'm cut it short tonight, if you guys don't mind. I know I usually like to have folks come in and chop it up with me, but I would rather y'all just sit up and digest what was said. And we'll just leave this as it is. But remember, at the end of the day, brothers, these are still our sisters, our mothers, And I know, oh, Jesus, Uncle D is simping. I know, I fucking know. I already know what y'all gonna say. Yeah, but these are still gonna be our sisters and our mothers and our aunties and our grandmothers. And when you have children, even if you have children by foreign wives, those black women that you sire, those children will be black women. And so that reputation that these black women in America have will be transferred to your daughters, even if she is half Brazilian or half Colombian or half Thai or half Filipino. So let's do what we can do. Let's not be like the men who came before us who were so passive and nice that it was sickening. Let's go ahead and do these women a favor and check their ass, even if it is the same. It doesn't matter if they hate you. I tell you guys all the time, embrace being the bad guy. Because being the bad guy is who we need right now. Okay? Somebody said he turned to Cuddly D. I hate y'all. I'm cuddly. Ever since that girl told me I was cuddly, y'all motherfuckers keep fucking with me. I am not cuddly. Okay? Uncle D is not cuddly. Okay? Uncle D is the Blizzard King. All right? But either way, I love you guys. I love you brothers. I love you sisters too. Shout out to the Filipino family, man. Shout out to Joan J. Shout out to the Thai people. Shout out to the folks in Brazil. I apologize again for these foolish women that we have here, but they've been out of pocket a long time. And unfortunately, these are not the black man's creation. They've fallen far away from who they should be, from grace and dignity. This is the white man's creation. These women here, they belong to the white man. Okay, we just live over here together in the same community, unfortunately. And the white man will not get out the way to let them put them back in their place, unfortunately. My man Cerebral Inquirer, shout out to you. But nevertheless, you know, God does what no man can do. And I see this as nothing more than the chastisement of the Most High brought upon these ladies by their hubris and their egos and their disrespect. And I have nothing bad to say about these women from overseas protecting themselves and protecting their culture and defending their honor. It's a fair fight, you know, and even though black women, they're ours, they're our sisters, you picked a fucking fight. I throw my sons in the fucking ring, you know, and if they getting their ass whooped, they just getting their ass whooped. It's, you know, you jumped in it. And you know, I love you all, but sometimes this is how lessons are learned. So ladies, y'all gonna have to take this ass from, again, my suggestion, my best, and I'm not an advocate of black women. I'm an advocate of black men and black boys. But if I was your advocate, I would tell you to shut the fuck up. I would tell you to be quiet. Y'all are not gonna win a battle against 4 billion women, and it's only about 20 million of y'all in this country. You're gonna lose. It's gonna make your life hard. It's gonna reverberate down the generations. Your daughters, your granddaughters are gonna have to suffer these consequences. You ain't gonna be able to be in a movie or actresses. Nobody's going to see your movies. They don't want your products. They don't want your advertisement. They're gonna hate you overseas, which is where the money is being made. Your African sisters gonna look at you sideways, the Filipinos and Thai, and those people like everybody. They call Thailand the land of smiles. If you make the motherfuckers in the land of smiles not like you, that means you got to be a fucked up individual. Okay, ladies? So black American women, again, hate me all you motherfucking want to. You can hate me as much as you want to. You know goddamn well I'm telling y'all loud asses the truth. Shut the fuck up. Leave these other people alone, man. You making it hard on your life. You making it hard on us because if you're going to drag us in some shit that we don't want to get in. But nevertheless, this is Uncle D. I love y'all, man, as always. I'm out.